Hello everyone. Welcome back to Revenge with Medea. I am still the same woman who once flew away in a chariot of dragons, but today I step aside just enough to let a modern story speak for itself. This is not ancient myth. This is 2023, Silicon Valley adjacent, real money, real documents, real knives in the back from the people who shared your blood. A tale of family betrayal so complete it makes my own look almost merciful. A sister, a brother-in-law, and parents who chose greed over loyalty. And one woman who refused to stay broken. If the last episode left you wanting more depth, settle in. This one is built to last. No summaries. No shortcuts. Every document, every phone call, every courtroom minute is here. Let us begin. Her name was Rachel Thompson. 34 years old when it happened. Grew up in a sprawling estate outside Austin, Texas. Father was a retired oil executive, mother ran the social calendar. Rachel and her younger sister Jennifer were supposed to be equals. They never were. From the time they were children, Jennifer was the favorite. Blonde, charming, always laughing at the right moments. Rachel was the serious one, straight-A student, the one who actually helped their grandfather manage his real estate portfolio after school. Grandfather Thomas had built a $42 million empire of commercial properties across the Southwest. He made it clear in every family meeting, Rachel had the head for business. Jennifer had the smile. Rachel never complained. She simply worked harder. By 28 she had taken the portfolio from $18 million to $42 million through smart acquisitions and ruthless negotiations. Jennifer, meanwhile, married a slick private equity guy named Derek, partied in Cabo, and posted filtered photos of her entrepreneur lifestyle while Rachel paid the actual bills. Their parents funded Jennifer's lifestyle with monthly allowances. Rachel received nothing but praise for carrying the family name. Rachel told herself it was fine. Blood is blood. Until it wasn't. After grandfather Thomas died in 2021, he left a will that was crystal clear. 60% of the company, Thompson Holdings LLC, went to Rachel. 30% to Jennifer. 10% split between the parents as lifetime income. Rachel became CEO the same week. She rebranded, brought in institutional investors, and within 18 months the valuation hit $68 million. Jennifer and Derek moved into a mansion Rachel helped finance. The parents received generous dividends every quarter. Everyone smiled at Thanksgiving. No one mentioned that Rachel worked 80-hour weeks while Jennifer took wellness retreats. Then grandfather's original lawyer retired. A new firm, conveniently recommended by Derek, took over estate affairs. Rachel noticed small discrepancies in the quarterly reports but chalked it up to transition issues. She trusted family. That was her first mistake. November 17, 2023. Rachel came home from a late board meeting to find 3 sheriff's deputies and an ambulance at her front door. Jennifer stood on the porch holding a folder. Derek wore the expression of a man who had just won the lottery. Their mother was already crying on cue. The documents claimed Rachel had suffered a sudden psychotic break. They cited fabricated incidents. Emails Jennifer had written in Rachel's name threatening self-harm, a forged therapist report, and a new will dated 3 weeks earlier that transferred 100% of Thompson Holdings to Jennifer and Derek for safekeeping. The parents had signed affidavits supporting the claim. Rachel was involuntarily committed under Texas mental health statutes. She spent 9 days in a locked facility before a sympathetic nurse helped her smuggle a single phone call to an old college friend who was a lawyer. That call saved her life. While Rachel was sedated, Jennifer and Derek transferred every asset into new shell companies. The parents received a $2 million consulting fee for their cooperation. The family group chat exploded with messages celebrating finally protecting the legacy. Rachel read every single one after she escaped. Rachel walked out of that facility with $127 in her account and the clothes on her back. She cut her hair, changed her name temporarily to R. Ellis, and disappeared into a cheap Airbnb in San Antonio. For 3 months she lived on ramen and library Wi-Fi. She did not cry. She planned. First, she rebuilt evidence. Using archived cloud backups she had quietly maintained, she recovered original corporate filings, bank statements, and grandfather's signed will. She hired a forensic accountant who traced every illegal transfer. She recorded every conversation Jennifer and Derek had with the corrupt estate lawyer, conversations they foolishly conducted on unencrypted lines. She also discovered something else. Derek had been siphoning company funds into offshore accounts and maintaining a second family in Miami. Jennifer knew. Their mother knew. Their father had helped set up the accounts. The entire family had chosen betrayal as a business strategy. Rachel's revenge was surgical and relentless. It took 18 months. She filed a 147-page civil lawsuit in federal court alleging fraud, forgery, undue influence, and elder financial abuse against the parents. She attached every document, every wire transfer, every text message. The judge froze all assets within 48 hours. While the lawsuit was sealed, Rachel anonymously leaked the most damning evidence to 3 major Texas business reporters. Suddenly every local news station carried the headline, "Millionaire Family Accused of Committing Daughter to Steal $68 Million Empire." Jennifer's Instagram went dark overnight. Derek's private equity firm lost 3 major clients within a week. Rachel bought back every shell company at the bankruptcy auction she herself triggered. She paid pennies on the dollar because the market now knew the assets were tainted. By the time the gavel fell, Thompson Holdings was hers again, debt-free, revalued at $71 million, and legally untouchable. In open court Rachel played the recordings of Jennifer admitting she had forged the will. The parents sat in the gallery and watched their social circle evaporate. Derek's second family in Miami filed for divorce the same day the recordings went viral. Jennifer lost custody of her own children after the judge reviewed the evidence of fraud. The final blow came at the sentencing hearing. Rachel stood in court and read a single paragraph, "You taught me that blood means nothing when money is on the table. Today I return the lesson." She walked out without looking back. Jennifer and Derek now live in a 2-bedroom rental in a suburb no one has heard of. The parents sold their estate to cover legal fees and moved into assisted living. None of them speak to one another anymore. Rachel renamed the company Ellis Holdings. She took it public last quarter. Valuation, $124 million. She sits on the board of 3 major charities and quietly funds mental health advocacy, the one silver lining she refuses to let the family taint. She never changed her phone number. Every year on November 17th she receives a single text from Jennifer, "I'm sorry." Rachel never replies. She simply forwards it to her legal team as evidence of ongoing harassment. Listen closely. Family betrayal is the sharpest knife because it comes from the people who were supposed to protect you. They counted on Rachel staying silent, staying broken, staying loyal. Exactly what my own family expected of me when I chose Jason. Instead she became what I became, the woman who took the fire they gave her and burned their entire world down with it. She did not scream. She did not beg. She documented, she waited, and she executed. That is modern revenge. Precise. Legal when possible. Devastating when necessary. If this story stayed with you, subscribe. Turn on notifications. Next time I will bring another tale, perhaps one involving corporate espionage inside a marriage. Because betrayal never sleeps, and neither do I. Comment your own family betrayal story. I read every one. I am Medea. And I am always watching.